In this video, I'm going to run through my most recent smoked brisket. I used sugar maple. It was delicious. You can see there's a fantastic bark. The smoke ring is there. This is juicy, tender, and delicious. Like the definition of melt in your mouth, guys. Seriously, if you don't know what's up, my name is Saucy Rossi. I'm the Canadian King of Backyard Barbecue. Don't be afraid to hit those buttons and like and subscribe. Technically, I've already shown you guys this brisket. My most recent brisket video was the same as this, just in much greater detail. But I loved this cook, and I thought I should run through it again right quick, because it's super helpful. And as you can see here, this brisket was trimmed to be nice and aerodynamic. That's very important to make sure we're getting the best cook evenly throughout this brisket. Now, after trimming off a lot of the excess fat and just like extra meat that's kind of, the jagged edges around each edge, I went in with some sweet Chipotle dry rub and Mighty Mosquito Dry Rub, both by Maritime Madness. Combining these dry rubs together is a fantastic way to get an unreal bark. All right, now I'm firing up my R&R custom-built offset smoker. This 250-gallon real live fire wood smoker is a 10 out of 10. And as you can see here, I've got the brisket on, just collecting that smoky flavor, low and slow, diabolically delicious. Guys, we are just layering it in. We're trying to build a bark. We're trying to get a beautiful smoke ring. And we're also just trying to cook the brisket. Now I'm running it at 250 degrees, and this is going to be pretty much a consistent temperature for the first 10, honestly, the whole way through, 14 hours. And that's right, I smoked this for 14 hours. Now, one thing I'm going to note, you're clearly seeing that pool. That's because there was a little gash in the top. When I trimmed it all down, hey, it just had a little gash. It allowed some pooling. It's not the end of the world at all. It's not ideal if you do want the perfect brisket. What you need to do is just this. Each and every, hour or so, maybe even 30 minutes, we're going to come out, we're going to pick up the brisket and just pour off the juices that have collected right there. It's not going to cause any issue. We're not going to be losing juice from the brisket. It's just going to ruin the bark in that little area, but you can trust me when I say it's still going to be fantastic, spectacular, and delicious. Honestly, if you have a little bit of extra dry rub after pouring it off, you can kind of hit that spot again with some if you'd like. It's going to help build that bark, even though there's going to be continued pooling. Now, let's talk about this, the tinfoil boat method. If you're unfamiliar, basically, once you hit about 175, 180 degrees internal, you're going to put it into a tinfoil boat, put some beef tallow on top, and just let it ride until it's about 203 internal. At that point, I pulled it off, wrapped it in butcher paper with some beef tallow. As you can see here, guys, this is looking nice and tender, juicy, and delicious. Let's go ahead and slice into this bad boy. I'm not exaggerating when I say it, guys. The burnt end is pretty much my favorite section. Super filled with fat and flavor. You can see right here, just giving it that squeeze lightly because I'm not trying to lose those juices. It's going to be absolutely scrumptious. It's pretty much the prize pull right there on a brisket. If your burnt ends are good, man, you're going to be thrilled. So I sliced up the entire brisket, the flat and the point, making sure to go against the grain for the best bite. As you can see, guys, I think I did an okay job. I'm not complaining. I'm actually pretty pumped about it. The bark looks incredible. That smoke ring, fantastic. And just check it. I just try and pull it apart lightly. You can just see it's just going to fall apart when you take a bite. Guys, delectable. Let's go back and check out those burnt ends. This is pretty slick too. Holy guacamole. Try and tell me that wouldn't be a spectacular mouthful. I actually took those, made some pasta, threw them in, and man, oh man, it was just unbelievable. That bark, that fatty, rich flavor of beef. Oh, guys, I love smoked brisket. Let me know in the comments below if you love smoked brisket as much as I do. Oh, dude, check this angle out too. Slicing into it. It's just falling over, flopping. What do you say? Floppy jalopy, I think is the wording. Man, seriously spectacular. Guys, I hope you're here, liked and subscribed, checking out all these videos I'm dropping. It's, April 25th as of recording this. That means grilling season is upon us. I'm going to be going wild on the barbecue here in the next couple of months. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications as well. I'm not really one to normally say that, but I'm not exaggerating. I'm going to be dropping some pretty cool recipes here coming up. I got some new grills on the go, got some new collabs, and we're going to have a blast, guys. I mean, delicious barbecue is always what it's about. You know what's up. It's your boy Saucy Rossi. Thanks again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and have a great day. Until next time, you know what's up.